let's jump right into it. All the time. I'm not about to go into a long speech. The title of the video is, Keke Watt's husband. I want to say his name is Zachariah. He literally is airing out Keke's business. And this comes a few days before Keke actually posted Eric Whitehead playing with the baby that Keke has of Zachariah, which is her youngest baby, her 11th child, which is he's severely has a severe disability. So Zachariah got himself a YouTube page, and I'll put that in the description as well, and just let Keke have it. Told all her business, talked about her pulling weapons on her own children, because one of her sons, the oldest one that's gay, but he actually have a girlfriend now, but he had a cancer scare, and Keke pulled a gun on him, and Zachariah just talk about all of these things. Said that Keke was sleeping with her cousin that she actually started a church with, which is crazy, right? But I'm gonna let you guys check that video out. But let's talk about the baddies Midwest. All right, so I'm gonna wrap this up real quick, and I'm gonna touch on the things that's, the big things that to take away from baddies Midwest. All right, so baddies Midwest go on and on. I'm glad that they finally start calling Natalie out, because Natalie, if you're not gonna do shit and you're just sitting back watching all the other girls fight, why are you there? Why don't you be like Lemmy? He's a girl, and he's just behind the scenes. So I'm glad that they're starting to call Natalie out on her BS and making her step up and say, hey, what about you? Are you a baddie? What are you doing? Same thing with Scotty. I realized they said Scotty is an executive producer now, but what are you doing? Why are you holding up a spot on the show? But let's get to the main storyline of the show that they've been teasing for weeks. Tommie come in as a guest appearance, and she come in and she's addressing this old beef with Akbar. Now, her and Akbar had this old situation that went on and on from years ago when Akbar was a big girl. Something happened in the studio. Actually, back then, Akbar went harder because she hung out with Young Thug and them. So she felt protected in a way. So her and Tommie had beef. They tried to squash it again through Zeus. Didn't happen. Apparently, they say they brought Akbar back so they can squash it. In the meantime, Tinkerbella, who's a wild beast, like, why are you dealing with these Philly beasts? This girl is not normal. She's like a mutant, you know what I'm saying? She's almost as bad as, a transsexual or something who want to fight a woman, She's superhuman strength, It's crazy. It's like this girl has the strength of a, wrestler. So she's trying to bully Akbar into fighting Tommie. So she's like, if you don't fight Tommie, I'm going to fight you, or I'm going to fight Tommie. All right. So anyway, I say this to say, then Rollie wanted to fight Tommie. So at this point, Tommie felt ganged up on, but as she was backing up, her and Akbar had a side conversation and shot their shit and kind of, was squashing it, because Akbar said a prayer before they even started arguing. So in the midst of all of this, as soon as Akbar said a prayer, you could see something in Tommie just went crazy. But at the same time, God's not done with her yet, so you can see something also subdue about her. So her and Akbar squashed their shit, but when Tinkerbella saw that Akbar and Tommie was kind of squashing their beef, she started coming at Tommie, and all Tommie saw was Tinkerbella and Rollie both coming at her, and she pulls a BB gun out of her bag, which was a bunny rabbit, and just let loose on them. When she let loose, she hit Rollie, she hit Tinkerbella. Now, initially, when I saw this 3 months ago, or whatever, and Akbar said she quit the baddies, the way Akbar made it look like Tommie shot at her. Akbar was behind Tommie. They already squashed their situation, so the camera showed several views of Tommie turning around and shooting at Rollie and Tinkerbella, not at Akbar at all, actually. Not even intended target, nothing. So, because Akbar is still street, you know. I'm kind of glad that they shot at Tinkerbella, because you got to do whatever you got to do to protect yourself against a zoo animal. But her and Tommie did lock hands, and Tommie had a hold of her that they could not get her off of Tinkerbella's head. I don't know if she was pulling her cornrows or whatever, but she had a grip that they could not get off of her, rightfully so. All right, guys, so that's my quick recap. Remember, I just had to jump on tonight to get that out of the way. But remember, come back tomorrow morning, 6:55 a.m. Every morning, Monday through Friday, 6:55 a.m. Check out my live stream. We're going to break this shit down and go over all of this again. Be easy breezies.